Today we are reading Billy and the Mini Monsters. Monsters Go Camping by Zana Division, illustrated by Malin Weasley. Things that make me scared of go camping. Not able to put on my tent. Spiders getting into my tent. The dark outside my tent. Having to go to the scary woods. Bears. Want to wee in the night and having to go to the toilet in the dark. Get lost in the dark on my way to the toilet. Werewolves. Everyone says they're not real, but well, they are. Billy, said his dad, there are no bears when you're going with your class and you're sharing your tent with your best friend. What's more, werewolves definitely don't exist. I have to take your sister to her kung fu class now. We can talk about this again later. And he left. Billy sat on his bed, feeling glum. One by one, many monsters peeled out from the sock drawer. You're the best. Billy showed them the camping booklet he'd been given. Here's a map of campsite, he said. And the school sent us here as well. Plan for the camping trip. Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. Take coach from the school campsite. 4 p.m. Coach arrives at the car park. 1 mile walk to the campsite. 5 p.m. Put up the tent. 6 p.m. Tea and marshmallow around the campfire. 7 p.m. Go to sleep. Sunday morning. Oh wait, it's basically 2 days of doom, said Billy. Sunday morning, 8 a.m. breakfast. 9 a.m. camping competition in the woods. 12 a.m. coach returns to school. 1 p.m. parents and carriers to pick up pupils from school gates. Billy sighed as he looked at the mini monsters. I don't even know how to put up the tent, and now toilet block is about a million miles away. What happens if there's a bear lurking by the toilet? I can't fight a bear. I'll just shoot a juice of glitter. I'll scale them the spiders with a terrifying fan. I could glow in the dark, so you don't have to scare all night. I'll use cheese powder to prep up the werewolf. So you see, said Globe, patting Billy's hand, there's nothing to be worried about. What about Peep? Asked Billy. I know you get anxious too, said Peep, flapping his wings. How long until the camping trip? A week, said Billy. Peep smiled. I have a plan. Always be prepared. The next day, Saturday, learn how to lay a fire. Do not lie without a grown-up. Sunday, learn animal prints. Look at my footprint. Monday, use a compass. I think we go this way, or maybe that way. Tuesday, practice putting up a tent in under a minute. Ready, steady, go. Ta-da! Well done, Peep. You did that in 50 seconds. Wednesday, make sure you can have a map read. Thursday, learn how to tie a knot. Friday, monsters are prepared. Now we can camp with confidence. Chapter 2, to the campsite. On the day of camping trip, Billy's dad dropped him up at school. Billy lined up behind Miss Potters, the teacher. I'll do the register. Jack, Sam, Billy, Ash, Yasmin, Kira, Madra. Here, Miss Potts. Here. Billy took a quick peek inside the rock stack to check on the mini monsters. Are you okay? Yes, Billy. Then he sat down on the couch. next to his best friend Ash. "Isn't it great?" said Ash. But even with the many monsters, Billy still felt really nervous. He couldn't even enjoy when everyone on the coast started singing and camping songs. "You're scared, aren't you?" said Jack, who was sitting in front of them. "Are you worried about big, creepy spiders and hairy child-eating werewolves?" "Roar!" said Jack's friend Sam, making a werewolf face. "Ignore them," said Ash. "Camping is going to be awesome. There'll be a campfire, stars, a hot chocolate." Billy was just starting to feel better when Ash said, "And best of all, we're sleeping in the woods at night." Suddenly, all Billy could think about is lots of eyes watching him from the darkness, and the bear creeping up on him. By the time they arrived, Billy had a tight, knotty feeling in his tummy. "Right, everyone," said Miss Potts. "It's 30-minute walk from here to the campsite. Follow me." "You can do this, Billy." "Maybe everything will be okay," thought Billy. "Maybe camping will be fun after all." Then his boots got stuck. "Uh-oh." "Don't worry," said Ash. "I'll get you out. 1, 2, 3. Ha, look at Billy, everyone. Ow. Yeah, this is definitely the worst day of my life, thought Billy. I still have the night to get through. Hurry up, Billy. We need to get up to the campsite by the lake. Oh no, we lost Billy. That's not a problem. I have the map for the campsite. Always be prepared. This is where we need to get to. But that will take us forever. We're only small. I have an idea. Ta-da! On we go! 20 minutes later. Do these snails go any faster? I don't think we go very far. I think it's starting to rain. Let's put out the waterproof. That's better. We could take a shortcut across the lake. Ooh, I have an idea. Mini monsters are go! Chapter 3. The Toilet of Doom. By the time they arrived at the campsite, Billy was cold and very mad and very muddy. Don't worry, Billy, said Ash. We'll soon have our tent up. Where does this pole go? I know, thought Billy. I'll ask Pete. He's the camping expert. But when Billy looked in his rucksack, he realized that many monsters are gone. Where could they be? Wondered Billy. Back on the coach? Lost on the walk? Captured by bears? Before Billy could work out a plan, one of the teachers came over. What's going on here? Said the tent is a mess. I think yes. We've put up inside out. I didn't even know that was possible. Sorry, Mrs. Gridgen. Go and join the others by the campfire, said Mrs. Grader. I'll sort this out. Yum, marshmallows, said Ash. Unfortunately, Billy set his fire to his. By the time they went back in their tent, it was already dark, and Billy still hadn't had a chance to look for his monster. Shall we tell each other spooky stories? No thanks. A moment later, Ash was fast asleep and snoring. Billy lay awake in the dark. How am I going to find the monsters, he thought. Oh no, even worse. I need a wee. There was only one thing for it. He was going to visit the Toilet of Doom. Meanwhile, at last we arrived. We just need to pitch tent. Here it is. This must be Billy's tent. There's Ash, but where's Billy? Maybe he's been taken by a werewolf? Werewolf doesn't exist. Or do they? No, they don't. Follow my lights. I'll have to find Billy. Oh, I think I can see his footprints. Yes, he went this way towards the woods. Can you smell him? Yes, I've hidden a cube of cheese in his socks, and I can always smell cheese. Billy, here we come. Chapter 4. Lost in the Woods. Billy had found the toilet. He was feeling extremely proud of his arms. I did it! I went to the toilet on my own in the dark. Maybe this camping thing isn't so bad after all, thought Billy. Maybe I got what it takes to be a famous explorer. Then his torch went out. Yikes! I don't want to be an explorer, thought Billy. I never want to go camping again. I don't even see where my tent is. Billy started working. I think it's this way, he said to himself, although I don't remember it taking so long. Hang on, what's that? It's a tree, isn't it? An other tree. That can only mean one thing. I'm in the woods, on my own in the dark. This is my worst nightmare. It was started to hear noises, tiny little noises, and there was like a little glowing light coming towards him. Is it an alien? A one-eyed werewolf? The next thing Billy knew, something slimy was splashing under his leg. There was something in his hair too, and wings floating against his face. Billy screamed, "Ah!" At that moment, the moon came out of the cloud and Billy saw them. Don't be scared, it's us. My mini monsters, hooray! We came to rescue you, just like you always rescue us. Together, they walked back to the tent, Captain Snow lighting the way. Oh, said Billy, when they got back, I was never far away. Ashes was still snoring as Billy climbed to his sleeping bag. I faced my worst fear tonight, he whispered sleepily, and I was fine. Maybe, Billy went on with a final yawn, I'll be a great explorer after all. After Billy went to sleep, I'm not actually tired, nor am I. I'm hungry. Me too. Let's go exploring. In Kira and Mara tents, in Jack's tent, this looks tasty. Oops. In Sam's tent, am I dreaming? You're definitely dreaming. Yasmin and Eva's tent? Hee, this is fun. Quite smelly though. Chapter 5. Camping Champion. Billy woke up in bright, sunny morning. The mini monsters were lying next to him, tucked up in the little sock sleeping bags. Morning, Ash, said Billy as he opened his eyes. Isn't it a beautiful day? But outside in the tent, the kids were looking scared and alarmed. I saw something glowing in the night. Something came to tickle my feet. Well, something came into my tent and ate my socks. I had the worst of all. I woke up to a cheesy polyp, and it definitely wasn't me. Nonsense. You must have imagined it all. Come and have a breakfast. Afterwards, Miss Potts gathered everyone together. We're going to the competition in the woods, she said. I'll divide you into teams. Jack, Yamson, Sam, Ash, and Billy on one team. Not me, those would look scary. I'll be the team leader. Here's what you have to do, said Mrs. Potts, handing them a sheet. Good luck. Follow me, Billy told his friends. This will be great. Billy and his team made a shelter, followed the trail, tie a knot, and used the map to find the treasure. Congratulations, said Miss Pot. Your team have won the camping competition. Jack turned to Billy. Well done, Billy, he said. Sorry we teased you before. You let us do the scary woods. You're the camping champion. Meanwhile, back at the campsite, hooray, we've got the campsite to ourselves. This is the real life. Perfect. We should go on more outdoor adventures. And I'm not scared of anything. Where shall we go? The mountains, the desert, the jungle? Frank face, you look behind you. Arr! Chapter 6, Under the Stars. When Billy stepped off the school coach, his dad was waiting to collect him an ash. Bye, camping champion. Bye. How was the trip? Asked Billy's dad as they walked home. It was amazing, said Billy. Billy was a camping champion. It was great because you were to help me, Billy told Ash. Ash grinned. Before running down to the path of his house, see you at the school on Monday, he said. Actually, said Billy, turning to his dad, can we all camp in the garden tonight? I think I feel brave enough. Of course, said his dad. You and Ruby can camp out first, and then your mom and I will join you later. Ruby fell asleep almost immediately, but Billy and his mini monsters set out together, looking up at the stars. Look, that's Owen's belt. Whose belt? When they were finally ready for sleep, they crawled into the tent and snuggled in their sleeping bags. Good night, mini monsters, said Billy. Good night, Billy, they replied. This is perfect, said Billy. Then came a small burp, followed by the terrible smell trumpet. They all cried. Even with trumpet burp, Billy looked around the tent and smiled. He really loves camping. All about mini monsters. Scare factor 5 out of 10. Captain Snot likes eating bogus. Special skill can glow in the dark. Scare factor 4 out of 10. Globe likes eating cake. Special skill very stretchy. Glue can also swallow his own eyeballs and make them repair at any time of his body. Fang face likes eating socks, school ties, paper, or anything that comes in ways. Scare factor 9 out of 10. Special skill has massive fangs. Trumpet likes eating cheese. Scare factor 7 out of 10. Taking into account of her purps. Special skill, amazing powerful cheese-powered purps. Peep likes eating very small flies. Special skill, can fly but not very far or very well. Scare factor 0 out of 10, unless you're afraid of small hairy things. Sparkle Boggy likes eating glitter and bogus. Special skill, can shoot out clouds of glitter. Scare factor 5 out of 10 if you're scared of pink sparkly glitter. And that's end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and like and subscribe. Bye!